Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Man, what it meant to me. Everybody try to take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on a remedy. I cannot let it get into me. It's playing a toll on me mentally.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Buccaneers going up against the 49ers.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line, and the San Francisco 49ers. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go! 3 and 3!
first and 10, Brissett. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Brissett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And running with power here. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. As it is with just about every big run like that one, usually starts up front, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and statistics don't go next to the names of the big guys who open up the holes, but they revel in that run just as much as the guy carrying the ball.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here we go. 1-9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Once more the juke. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could...
And Winston lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Watch time, watch time! Tight end right, tight end right! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Hey, 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 hey! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio!
Second down, Brissett. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now they try the right side here. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Back with more after this. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run on first down. Hill. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jameis on second down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Ready. Easy. Here we go.
From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Come on, let's round, Ohio!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On target over the middle to Hill. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he's brought down. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down throw for Brissett. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 39 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw, Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
We're set now on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A first down throw for Brissett, and he fires one incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Here's Brissett. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Winston. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that, even back at LSU. That's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle to Evans. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Point after try forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Brissett to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the back goes into motion. From the gun, here's Brissett. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First and 10, Brissett. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down, 8. They go play action with Brissett. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the play clock's running down. First down, a run with Hyde. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second down, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Come on, let's go! Flag 38! Flag 38! Flag round! Ohio!
Following the penalty, it's high. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Winston again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.